So Willie, you talked about your mother and father, her mother and father. Did they talk with their hands too?
Mom, she could talk with her hands real well because she had to talk to Elmo Roberts over here where he couldn't speak, when she was talking to him. What do you want to eat? Do you want meat?
Yes.
Do you want bread?
Yes.
Do you want water? Do you want coffee? Do you want milk? Is it good? So she had to understand, because when she talked back and forth with that Elmo Roberts, who I learned from, she had to talk it, which was good.
Yeah.
She understood it.
What about your brothers or your sister? Did they talk too?
All of the people in that house could understand our sign language, whether it be my sisters or whether it be my brothers or my dad or my mom or my mom's uncles,
Yeah.
or my mom's sisters or my dad's brothers. They could all talk it and understand it.
And did any of they talk stories?
Yeah, they talked long stock quite a bit. With our older people, many times when they was talking with sign talk, they spoke it. They spoke it and told them long stories or what happened during that day when we was working, when we was taking cows, or whether we was out there hunting, or whether we was roping horses. Sure, we talked about it many times because Elmo, he sat there, he wanted to be a part of the family.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. And some of the older signs, the signs that go back ways, like
This way.
yeah. Okay, this way. Okay.
Yeah, see, you got to go back with the sun.
Okay. Right.
See, over
okay,
here,
back.
this way we go forward.
Right. Okay. We're going back with the sun. Yes. The older signs, like the whys of that, the whys of the dog.
When they made that sign, many times that was the mark of the travelers. When you bring it over here to the side and you go different heights, that gives the name of what they were called,
Yeah.
of the coyote, the white man's dog, or the wolf, which were bigger. See, and then the wolf had this sign, but they also made it so that you understood what you was talking about. You was talking about the dogs or the travoy pullers. See, that was a long, long time.
Back.
There was no horses.
Yes.
The dogs worked with the women to put the packs on, and they drug them, left them tracks. So that was kind of the marking for travoy, but also for dog, because the horses were not here. They came long, long time before from the Mexicans, what they traded with the Indian people. When the Indian people got the horses from them Spaniards that came from the south, the small wickiups, they were real small, maybe 2 families would go in there. When the horses come, they could go out there and they could hunt for the buffalo, the elk, the moose, the bigger four-legged ones. They could shoot them and bring back more and more meat and give it to the women so that they could go ahead and cook it. They also worked with the four-legged ones, their hides. They took them, scraped them. They made them nice and soft. Then they sewed them together, put them around. And then their teepees were bigger, not just the little bitty wickyups. The teepees were that much bigger because of the buffalo robes that they sewed together. They worked with them buffalo robes, maybe 10, 15, 17, or 20 hides, one sewed together, cover for a teepee. Maybe 10, maybe 15 people could go in there, sleep, and eat good. Lots of room where they could sit and talk, tell long stories.
So teepees got bigger.
Teepees went this way.
Yeah.
When they come with the horses.
Yeah, because the horses, the poles, the trees, could now be bigger. The travois were bigger, right? Yes? Yeah.
The dogs didn't pull them no more.
Right.
They had the horses to put the travois and put all of their stuff on there and put the teepees covers and all them poles of our tree people. They tied them together, took them over there. It was easier when they worked. It was easier. They could put bigger loads on them travois as they pulled them with them horses.
So, so dog. But if you go alongside, that's different when you're then in front of you. Were you saying? You were saying? I'm trying to understand.
I use same sign.
Yes.
Travois, dog.
Yes.
But when you talk about dog, if I want you to understand, I say that four-legged one that pulls it.
Yes.
But see, biggest part of my signs when I talk over here were animals, dog, coyote.
Dog,
Wolf.
coyote, a little lower,
Yep.
and fox, even lower.
Well, you could use it where you could come in and say the tail of
Yes.
those that could see good and could hear and understand when people out there was coming. They were really over here smart and it was good. They could see a long ways. They could smell good. Over here, they could hear good.
Another sign you used to do. Was that the?
When you smell it this way and come over your hand this way with the stripes on it, and it smelled no good, that was your skunk.
Ah, that's right.
See, I usually make it across my hand.
Okay, this way.
Yeah, this way, like it's stripes.
Uh-huh.
And then it smelled no good.
Okay, got that, okay. I wanted to talk a little bit about maybe getting, this has many meanings. We smoke.
Well, wait, now smoke is coming off in the fire.
Yes.
When you put your hand up in front of it, it's that unknown that is coming from the spirit world. It's that medicine, the worker of medicine, the worker of medicine, men, the spiritual workers of medicine man or medicine woman.
Yes.
Two of them, both the same. Workers of good medicine. When you come in here and you make this sign down here, and then just make like the smoke that's coming up.
Yes. So this, you're getting into spirit.
Medicine.
Yes.
Medicine. Worker of medicine.
Medicine.
The unknown, we don't understand. Because where that smoke, where does it go? You don't know. We don't understand. It just goes out there. All four directions with the winds.
And the worker of medicine, that's good. The creator. Yes. Okay.
See, I see it of the worker of good medicine, take it way up there, that it's a good. And that's the creator or God or grandfather, the old ones.
Okay. The old ones. I like that.
You was asking me about going back to older ones, way, way back, when they talked. Only one way. Many, many people understood this one way of hand talk. Goes way, way back up there in the mountains of our Tuadika. Sheep eaters,
Yes.
little ones, ancient ones, long, long time back. First people.
First people. First Shoshones, even, or? Oh.
Me understand Shoshone this way. This way you're talking about snakes.
Oh.
This way, when you talk about Indian people, that goes this way, you're talking about the Shoshones or the Weavers. See, when the white man came and he's seen my people, the Shoshones, they asked him, "What are you called?" "We are the people." "Wait, what are you called?" "We as Indian people are the Weavers." The white man, he didn't understand. He made the understanding of the snake or the serpents. The people were saying, "No, we are the Weavers. Put it up here like you're weaving. If you go like this and go away, or over here like you did, then that snake, oh, get away from it." I'm afraid of it.
Yes, I remember that.
The medicine is no good.
Yes, that I do remember. What about words like, when we're talking in the sign, they're in Indian talk, we're words like and the, those don't exist, correct, yeah? Yes, okay, all right.
We as Indian people, when we go in there, then that's when your and the came to us as
With
Indian
books,
people.
correct.
When the teacher in that book says and the, Indian people didn't understand that.
Oh, that's a good.
We talk so you and I can understand what we talk. We don't put our words together. I just want to talk to you so you understand what I'm saying with my hands.
Some of the more modern signs, I remember you would,
Basketball,
yeah,
kick the ball,
yeah.
baseball, run track, swimming. Me and you play golf.
One of the few Indian golfers I know is Willie. And what about signs for rodeo?
When we talk with our hind talk, it would be maybe a guy wearing a hat like this would get on a horse that would buck out there 8 times on that clock, seconds, on that little clock. 8 seconds. 2 cowboys come in, get him off that horse, set him down. All of the people clapping their hands, excited because it was a good ride. Or if he was riding a bull, a white man's buffalo, the one with the big hump, with the big long horns, get on him, buck out there, spin, tough ones. You had to be a good cowboy, Kuchindaw, to be able to stay on the back of a bull. You had to be good to be able to go out there, riding on a horse, reach out there, rope, smaller calves, or 2 guys, one on this side, one on this side, count, go down there, get down, take him, stop him, turn him over, lay him on his side. Again, last time, good.
That's good. That's good. I was going to ask you about the Lewis and Clark Trail when, white men, they came out west along the, river, and they saw, 50, different tribes.
Indian people?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And that it says in those journals that some talked with their hands to be able to understand. Maybe some of the first times that white man and Indian people talked, in the plains anyway.
Yeah. When them 2 white guys and many, many white men, they were in them boats up that river. The water was coming this way.
Yes.
The boats were going that way.
Yeah.
They had to row and row, work real hard, work hard. Many, many times had to pull them to go around, clear up. The water in them rivers got smaller and smaller and smaller. From the very first time when they started, you could look way over there, big one. They kept it going to the north, wandering back and forth in the mountains. The mountains came in and encroached on them. They, like you said, they seen many, many Indian people, Indian tribes.
Sacagawea, Shoshone woman, helped Lewis and Clark when they, got to the mountains, the big ones, and they asked for horses to keep going on their trip. And they got off the mountains and more water to keep going all the way to that big one.
Understand that Indian woman of our Shoshone people going through the mountains, She came and she seen many Indian people. She looked. She seen one man. It was her brother. With them and two white guys, white men. They traded for good horses to go over the mountain to where that water came this way and it went that way. The mountains came down the middle. The water goes this way over there. Like you said, they seen that water over there this way. Looking over there, they couldn't see the other side.
Like, what were some of the Indian signs for, you know, the white men that came along the trail? I think the Indian people called it the white man's medicine road.
Many long talks or stories of the Indian people, they looked and they seen many, many white men coming from the east with them wagons that were covered.
What?
The wagons just kept coming, more and more and more, many and many. That road comes through there. Many times, our Indian people seen that road or that trail that came over the mountains. They understood that it was no good. Way too many white men, way too many wagons coming. The grasses were gone. The game, the buffalo, were gone. They killed and killed and killed. Indian people had to move their teepees, go over here, so they could see if there was more buffalo, if they could see there was more deer, antelope, mountain sheep. Because a white man, every time he see one, keep a shooting, keep a shooting, keep a shooting. Nothing, that was all gone for the Indians to eat. No more meat, no more hides for their teepees. The white man made Mother Earth no good. See, our Indian people, no medicine for that sickness. Spots all over. Little ones, big ones. They died because of that smallpox. Over here too, that water made it no good. Drink that water. Cholera came in here. Our medicine men, our medicine women, they didn't understand it. They couldn't work medicine. They were afraid.